What are the perfect gifts to get someone who's learning English? Let's find out in today's video. Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Alex. When you have to buy a gift or a present for somebody, it can be really difficult to figure out what you should buy them. So with Christmas round the corner and also thinking about birthdays, graduations and other celebrations, I thought I'd give you 12 suggestions that would be ideal gifts for people who are studying English. All of these things I would personally recommend. I'm going to show you some of them, things that I already own, and also I'm going to show you some of the things on websites like Amazon. So let's dive in and look at the first one. Okay, so for my first suggestions, we're going to look at a couple of games because, gifts usually are fun. So we're going to look at some classic games that you can use to improve and to practice English. So the first one I have here is a classic, and of course it is Scrabble. So it's the ideal word game for people who want to practice their English. You can play it with any level because the words that you make determine on your level. It makes you think about English words all of the time and is really an ideal gift for someone who wants to practice English and someone who is an English language learner. So that's my first suggestion. And now we're going to look at another game, but this time we'll go online because I don't have it here and I'll show you the next game. Okay, and the next game, and my second recommendation for a present, for a gift for a language learner, is this game here, Boggle. So obviously it's another word game and it's an old classic. So basically you get it in, a little thing like this. You have these cubes with letters, so you shake it around with the top on, and where the letters lie, you have to try to make words from this, so you make words going across the way, up and down, diagonally. And it's not an expensive toy as well, but it can actually be lots of fun. You have the timer here as well, so I can't remember actually how long you get for that, but you put the timer. When the timer's done, you have to finish. So sometimes it might not be possible to get very long words, but sometimes you can. What we got here, we've got no, I don't know, or yo, or we don't have all the letters here, so we can't see it, but it's a really nice game for language learners and something that can give you actually endless amounts of fun. So that's my second recommendation for you. Okay, so my third recommendation for a gift for English language learners is one of these. So it's a dictionary, and you might say, okay, we can get these things online, but having a monolingual dictionary, that's the important thing here, is such a great way, such a great tool to have to improve your English. There's so much information in here. And sometimes we're too used to having things which just translate from English into your own language, and that's too easy. You don't put in the effort to learn that way. So having something like this is such a perfect way to improve your English. So if we look at, some things from here, some words, then you can see that, there's so much information. Gives you the pronunciation, gives you an idea of it's countable, uncountable, gives you collocations, gives you example sentences. So I would really highly recommend a dictionary for learners of English, maybe advanced learners if that's where you are. It's a great idea, it's a great gift, and it's a really useful learning tool as well. And suggestion number 4 I have for you is a vocabulary notebook, something like this one here. So it's for recording foreign language learning, which is obviously ideal for somebody who's learning English. It's got a really nice design with some cacti on it as well. And as you can see, I'll click on it. It has the alpha has it in alphabetical order, so you can arrange vocabulary that way. You could even keep a note of collocations here, choosing words, starting with those letters and keeping collocations there. Everybody who's learning a language should have something like this. It's such a good way of revising vocabulary. Without revising and looking at it again and again, you're never really going to know it. In here, you can put example sentences, you can put pronunciation. I wouldn't advise, just like when I was talking about the dictionary, I wouldn't advise putting translations, because it doesn't serve too much of a purpose when it's much more useful to have an English explanation, example sentences, pronunciation, collocations, things like that. That's really going to help you more in your language learning or in the person who you're buying this for. So that is my fourth suggestion. So my fifth suggestion is another book. And this time it's a book like this, English Collocations in Use. I really highly recommend this book. This is a slightly older edition of the book. So you now have, this one is like, I don't know, upper intermediate to advanced, something like this, but now they have a separate intermediate one and a separate advanced one. I'm going to put links to all of these things in the description of this video. So if you're interested, please follow the links and you'll see what I'm talking about. But this book is fantastic. Collocations are so important in English. If you came to my live lesson yesterday, then, or if you want to watch it, it's on my YouTube channel as well, then you'll know how much I value collocations and how important I think they are. So, it's a really nice thing. They have it per, they have units which are divided by topic. So if you're interested in films and books, you have a page of instructions and you see collocations are put in bold here. And then you have some exercises that you can do to practice the vocabulary. So this is not the type of book that you're supposed to start from the start and go till the end, like a course book, for example. This type of book that, you look at the contents and choose some topics that you're interested in and work on that. So you could do maybe, 2 per week. You can set days when you're going to look at collocations and work through something like this. It's a really good book. Lots of useful language. It's not as dull, as boring as going through grammar exercises, and I'd really highly recommend this book. And suggestion number 6 for an English language learner, a gift for an English language learner, is something like this. So this is a weekly planner, or even better, we can call it a study planner. So you see here, you've got the different days of the week, you've got priorities, you've got a to-do list, you've got 2 actually to-do lists, and then it's the weekend as well. So, if you look closer to this, you can see, you could put in here, Tuesday I have a class at 11 o'clock, for example. Tuesday and Thursday, I have to watch Alex's new videos on YouTube. Wednesday, I'm going to do a unit from a collocations book, which I mentioned as the last gift. I know you can really, just with one page, you can really plan your whole week. So you make sure that you're doing as much as you can. The people who are most successful in learning a language are the ones who are organized and who have a plan in place. You're more likely to stick to it if you've got it written down. So I think this is a really nice gift to get somebody who's learning a language or who's learning anything, actually. And you see you have 60 sheets in here. So it lasts them for more than a year. And it means that next time it's their birthday or next time it's Christmas, you can get them another one, and that's you sorted. So that is suggestion number 6. Okay, and so suggestion number 7 is to get someone a nice set of pens. That's a really nice gift. They can use it to write the vocabulary in the book we spoke, the notebook we spoke about earlier, or to make their study plan. Here, I thought I'd just give you an example. Parker is a nice traditional British pen maker, established in 1888. So I guess they know what they're doing by now. You have different things here, different pictures you can see, but that's a really nice little pen set for somebody who's learning English. And suggestion number 8 is if you want to spend a little bit more money on somebody than some of the other gifts, this could be a good idea. So it's an electronic thesaurus. So a thesaurus is something which will give you synonyms of words. So other words with similar meanings. It's a great way to expand your vocabulary. It's a great way to make your writing more advanced because you can take a simple word and find something which is a bit more advanced. This particular one also has word games on it as well. So it's a really nice little thing. I'm not always a huge fan of electronic translators, which is why I didn't include it in this list, simply because people usually rely on bilingual ones, so the translations into their own language, which I'm not a big fan of. But something like this is fantastic. It's got a spell checker, it's got crossword solver, anagram solver as well, if you're interested in those things. But it's definitely a really nice little tool for somebody who's learning English. My 9th suggestion for a gift for English language learners is a lesson or a course of lessons. It's such a great way to get your motivation to learn English is to know that you're doing a course, to know that you're doing lessons. It gives you structure to your learning rather than if you're trying to learn individually at home. So that's a really good idea. There are lots of options. Obviously, there's probably language schools near where you live. That's one option. Also, there's lots of different options for learning online these days. Lots of teachers teach online. Even I do that. Check out my website, learnenglishwithalex.com, which I'll put here. And you can book a lesson with me there as well. So that's my 9th suggestion is have lessons, go to a school, go to a private language school, go to whatever you can get, or if you can't access that, or if you want something different, then online is a perfect way of doing it in these modern times. And for my 10th suggestion, something for those of us who like to read. Now, we all know that reading is such a fantastic way to improve and to practice your English. You see language in context, it helps with vocabulary, it helps with your understanding. It's a fantastic thing you should be doing in English. Everybody should be reading. So, an idea, something I have here is the Kindle. So this is, the perfect thing that you can see here. I'm in the middle of a book, which is very good. But, Kindles are not as expensive as they used to be. You can get so many books on it. If you're traveling, if you're going places, I've got hundreds of books on here actually. So, you can access them anytime. And as I said, reading is just the perfect way to practice your English. So, think about a Kindle. It's such a nice way. Buying a book is a good way as well, but depending on where you live, then it can be difficult to get the type of books in English that you're interested in. So this is a really good solution to that problem. Like I said, they're not so expensive. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can check out Kindle if that's something that you're interested in getting somebody in your life who you have to buy a gift for. So my next 2 gifts that I'm suggesting to you that you can buy English language learners are related to listening practice. Okay, we know we spoke about reading already with the Kindle, so getting practice in listening is so essential as well. And my 11th suggestion for you is to buy somebody a subscription to Netflix. I mean, Netflix is, there's so much stuff on there. Everybody knows it's great. Yes, you can put it into your own language, but you can watch so many American, English, Australian, Irish, Scottish things in the original version, and it's such a great way to practice your English. You can put on the subtitles, which is great to listen and read at the same time. And as we know, Netflix is not so expensive. If you're thinking about getting that as a gift for somebody, you don't have to subscribe for them and pay for the whole year. You can actually get gift cards. So, you can £10, for example, and you can give them a gift card from Netflix, and with £10, probably they can get, 2 months or the best part of 2 months on Netflix. And it's such a great way that people can get the listening practice, listening to real, authentic English, and enjoying themselves as well, which is a key part to this as well, the learning process. So, it's such a great thing to do. Say, have Netflix free for a couple of months and use it to improve and to practice your English. It's a good idea. Okay, and my final suggestion is also related to listening, and it's a pair of these. So these are the ones that I use. I'll link them in the description as well. But in case you're wondering what they are, they're headphones. So it's such a a useful tool to have. I use that when I'm going out, when I'm going out for a run, for example. I listen to podcasts. Obviously, I listen to music as well. But it's such a great thing to have at home if you're listening to, for example, or watching one of my YouTube lessons. It's such a good thing. So you're not disturbing everybody. Plug it in, attach it, connect it to your phone or plug it into your phone. Listen, you get peace and quiet. Everybody else gets peace and quiet. So it's such a useful thing for a learner to have, to listen to English language podcasts, to watch YouTube on your phone. All of these things are made so much easier with a nice pair of headphones. Okay, so I hope you got some inspiration for gifts and gift ideas from my video today. Please like the video if you haven't already, and please subscribe to my channel as well. Also, I have my Facebook page, my Facebook group. I have my website, which I mentioned earlier. You can check out as well. There's lots of different things on there. I have a blog on lots of different topics related to language learning. So please check that out. And I hope you enjoy shopping. If you've got, if you're buying something for Christmas, then good luck with that. Hopefully I gave you some ideas here. And if it's somebody's birthday or somebody's graduating, or if you just want to buy a gift for somebody because you're such a nice person, then hopefully you got some ideas in this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.